Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that to video game. I'm on a video game. Video game. Oh no, what's the name? Video Game Armada. Time for another edition of This Just In. Or not. And of course, this is the one from the Gamer Boss Bronze. You know, last week I reported about Sonic Forces and how they're doing like the most unique thing ever with Sega's most beloved character, Sonic, in which case they're just sort of maybe pushing him to a side and his 16-bit 90s counterpart, which is also a Sonic aside, and allow players to create their own Sonic character. And I said, well, this is just probably awesome, but also pretty strange because, as I mentioned before, people have come up with some really strange Sonic art that now will be a thing thanks to Sonic Forces. And I thought, well, that's pretty unique. I never thought Sega would let Sonic be let Sonic be the second fiddle, sort of, in a game that they're pushing out, and that was the end of that. Well, Nintendo, never wanting to be outdone in the old mascot wars, even now, has come up with something that might even trump Sonic Forces, which, if it's a real thing, I mean, this could be super duper fake, and we're all being played by fools. But recently, there has been more than a fair share of leaks of something called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, you all, if you're any fan of mine, any enjoyer of my content, should know who Mario is. But for you out there who don't know what the rabbits are, and I'm not just saying like rabbits like the fluffy bunnies in real life, something called raving rabbits. That might be more of a naming convention you're familiar with? No? Well, I wouldn't blame you. They're sort of a thing, but not a thing. See, Raving Rabbits is the creation of Ubisoft, which used to be part of the Rain Man series, and I suppose it still is to a certain point. However, due to one reason or another, due to popularity and the like, they've sort of splintered off and done their own thing in their own video games and heck, even a TV show. Which, I'll be honest with you, it's okay. I wouldn't give it an Oscar or an Emmy or a Tony or whatever, but I'm sure people like it out there. Great. Have fun. Have at it. You know, it's right next to Sonic Boom as far as I'm concerned. But, honestly, I did not think Raving Rabbids and Mario goes together, but apparently they are. As this is going to be the next great title from not only Nintendo, but Ubisoft as well. So, what is this game that hopefully is not a fake and we're not all being trolled? Well, I'm glad you asked, because no one has legit information from either Ubisoft or Nintendo. And I looked it up, nothing official, but unofficially what people found out is that this is a turn-based adventure game, in which case you, a character, I suppose maybe a created character, not, will lead the forces of Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, and Yoshi, as well as cosplay versions of those characters by the rabbits into an adventure where apparently they're, well, turn-based combating things that we do not know with specialized cannons. And of course, that's all I have. And that's all everyone else's has until this thing becomes official, which, according to the information that I was able to dig up briefly, is maybe, possibly, cross your fingers, is going to be at E3 this year. I'm sure on the Nintendo side, or maybe the Ubisoft side. If I recall correctly, they also have an E3 showing. So we'll see. But if I was a betting man, they'll probably wait until the Mario show to reveal this very, very odd pairing of two different styles. I mean, Nintendo and their mascots are like a Rock of Gibraltar, alright? They always do different things just enough to keep things interesting and people engaged. From Mario various sports to Mario being a doctor to karting and his own outside RPG quests, and of course the standard 2D, 3Ds enjoyments. They're always more or less the same except different genres. Raving Rabbids, and let's just face it, all things Ubisoft in particular, they're kind of their own thing. They're not always, they're about as different as you can get it. Except for the name Ubisoft, not one Ubisoft is the same as another Ubisoft game, in my personal opinion. Even the Far Cry's, even though you're like out there surviving, running and gunning and all that stuff, is pretty different from Far Cry from 1 to 5. Wow, 5 already. Jeez, where did the time go? I know. Well, it's a long way from the definition of insanity, which people keep talking about. I get it. I know. I've seen the trailer. I know what the definition of insanity is. It's people telling me the definition of insanity over and over again. But I digress. The point is that I would have never guessed, never in my wildest dreams that I would get the Raving Rabbids and Mario working together, if this is legit. And if this is legit, like I said, turn-based combat, tactics, upgradable and collectible weapons, variety of objectives and subjectives, goodness, subquests, even multiplayer co-op. And of course, it being this in the Mario world crossed with the Rabbids, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Easter eggs, a lot of sugar-coated, unique stages and the like. And if this is a real awesome thing, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm sure for the Nintendo Switch only, Nintendo Switch only. No way Mario's going to be on PlayStation or Xbox. That's for dang sure. But yeah. Chances are the only way we're going to find out the whole truth of this game is after E3 when they announce it on the Nintendo stream. And when is the Nintendo stream, you might be asked? Well, make sure you guys are just not busy, not doing anything else right in between like the beginning of June and the middle of June, just to cover your bases. But if you only care about Nintendo and respect, if that's all you care about, then you have my respect 100%. But just make sure you're not doing anything on June the 13th this year, which is 2017, and make sure you are going to be available on the time of 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern Standard. And of course, that's all I got for today. And of course, this is One True OmniGamer Boss Bronze telling you to stay tuned for the latest video game Armada transmission. Take care now.